nations claim, but on whose land and at what cost in vain? The echoes of genocide still remain, a trail of blood, a legacy of shame. Manifest destiny, a lie we've been told, a justification for bloodshed young and old. The Constitution's words just empty air, as freedom's promises left to despair. The First Nations people's story untold, their rights ignored, their voices grown cold. Broken trees and promises astray, a history of pain in a land that's not their way. Manifest destiny, a lie we've been told, a justification for bloodshed young and old. The Constitution's words just empty air, as freedom's promises left to despair. The First Nations people, a story untold, their rights ignored, their voices grown cold. Broken trees and promises astray, a history of pain in a land that's not their way. Manifest destiny, a lie we've been told, a justification for bloodshed young and old. The Constitution's words just empty air, as freedom's promises left to despair. Abortions of hope in a land of the free, where life's value is weighed by decree. The privileged few with power to decide, leaving the many to suffer and divide. Manifest destiny, a lie we've been told, a justification for bloodshed young and old. The Constitution's words just empty air, as freedom's promises left to despair. Often they took the people, by the people, for the people, or just a facade for the powerful to steeple. The people's voice is drowned out by might, as justice and freedom fade into night. So let's raise our voices and let the truth be known. The USA's dark past and its present overthrown, for a future that's just and a nation that's free. Let's stand together and demand humanity. Abortions of hope in a land of the free, where life's value is weighed by decree. The privileged few with power to decide, leaving the many to suffer and divide. The government of the people, by the people, for the people, or just a facade for the powerful to steeple. The people's voice is drowned out by might, as justice and freedom fade into night.